Hello everyone, Randy here, and we're playing Gold Rush, the game. And since last episode, there's been yet another update for the game here. That one is apparently a hot fix. Apparently there's some issues with the amount of gold we're getting out of the sluices here. And I think I rather noticed that I've only washed or rinsed out the sluices once here. And I think I maybe got 40 or 50 ounces of gold. That was it. And the last couple times we've rinsed them out, we've been averaging about 100 to 150 ounces. So, but yes, so there was another update to the game here. Again, if you have Steam, it just automatically updates. Don't have to worry about nothing. We do have everything on here. And since last episode, we got the second duplex jig set up here. Also got all the the screens and meshes installed in here. So those 6 of the mesh things, and then 3 of these pieces that go on top. Yeah, being real technical there, doohickeys and thingamajigs in there. So anyway, got it all fully set up here, and like I said, I've only done it once here so far, where I washed out the mats and got the gold out of everything, and was rather disappointed. It's like, wow, only like maybe 40-50 ounces, compared to the about 100-150 ounces we've been averaging here as of late with this hole we have. So yes, again, if we look at the map here, let's go to parcel 3 where we're at. We are currently mining, I think we're on 156 here. So you can see not the greatest of gold. We're getting real close to 157 here, where it gets to be really good, it looks like. So, I mean, it's not terrible at 156, but you go to 157 here, looks like it's even better yet. And then, this whole section here looks like it's like really good. So that's kind of what we're aiming for. Looks like about 4.6. Well, there's 4.7 there. 4.7 there. So yeah, about 4.7. Looks like that's about the maximum. Oh, 4.8. 4.86 there. But yeah, what I'm thinking is, once we're getting in here, I'll probably get the haul truck here. That's maybe going to be the goal for this episode, is to get the haul truck. But I got the drilling rig here lined up with the row of where the good gold is. So this row here is gold. Lots and lots of gold, hopefully anyway. So you can see we're almost there with this hole. In fact, if we can get in. Yeah, we're like on the very edge of it here. Getting to 157, 182. So that's why I have that parked there, just to mark, hey, this row, lots of gold. That's where we're going to want to aim for. And then, yeah, hopefully, like I said, we can maybe get the haul truck here this episode, and we'll start maybe using that. We probably won't start using it this episode, but at least for maybe next episode, we can start using it to our live stream. Okay, so let's get this filled up here. And we'll see how much gold we get this time. These were already full before the update, so I rather suspect we're probably not going to get much gold. But you never know. We'll see once. At least it'll be about half full. Hopefully, what we need. Again, just using the front loader here again at this point. Seems to be working okay so far. And yeah, I mean, yeah, look at the hole we have here. Wow. Hope we don't have to worry about cave-ins in this game. That might potentially be bad. I don't think we do that I know of. Also, I have no idea what the fuel trailer is doing right there. It must have rolled down. Apparently, it was parked up behind the truck there. So how it got down there, I really don't know. Again, so far I've been using an Xbox controller for this, by the way. Seems to be working pretty good for me. Especially when you use the excavator, the Xbox controller is definitely preferable. Again, you have the 2 joysticks on it there, which is kind of what you need for operating an excavator. Wonder if they fixed the bug there where this bucket kind of got like stuck in this hopper. For those who remember, if you get the bucket here, at least for me anyway, if you get the bucket too close to the hopper there, it's almost like a glue or magnet. It just adheres that bucket there, and you cannot get the bucket out of the hopper. End up having to reset the front loader because it's just stuck there. I wonder if they fix that at all or not. So yeah, if you're wondering why I sit here lifting the bucket up so high all the time, that is why. I don't want to get anywhere close to that hopper. Yeah, let's just see what's here. Have they actually fixed this? Yeah, it used to be if you get the bucket in like this, it would just like stick here and you could not. It wouldn't even let you raise the bucket. It just like I said, like a really strong magnet just held that bucket there. Couldn't get out of it. So yeah, it looks like they fixed that. And also, who's ready for the Frankenstein DLC? A couple more days here, the Frankenstein DLC will be coming out for this game. So for those who remember all the equipment we've been showing in the shop there that we can't have access to yet, that will be coming with that DLC. Not sure at this point how much that DLC is going to cost. I've heard anywhere from free to... I haven't heard a number, so... really not sure. Actually, you know what? I think I've heard $5. That's one of the numbers I've heard. So anywhere from free to $5 is what I've heard. I guess we'll have to find out here once it's released. I'm not aware of any mention yet of what kind of price tag on it. So definitely looking forward to that. Once it's released, hopefully we can upgrade our trommel. And I guess we'll figure out what all the other pieces are for then, too, because there's some other pieces there, too. I don't know if that'll replace some of the other stuff we have here, or how that's going to work. Gold is going up, by the way. We have hired workers going. I think we got 6 hired workers now, by the way. I think I've only got 1 hog pan left we can hire a worker on. Fuel is... oh, low on the front loader here. Okay. Not going to worry about that just yet. We got plenty of fuel. That's something we need to get yet, though, too. Big fuel tank, a big generator. So far, the little generators have been, working just fine. So, 2 little generators and 1 pump is enough to hook up everything you need for the tier 3 setup here. And it uses all available plugs, and hose is for this, by the way. So if you have 2 small generators, it needs 4 big plugs and 2 little plugs. And then, of course, for the pump there, it needs the 1 big hose and the 2 little hoses. So everything is in use. Also, the ground is still going down yet here, if you notice. In fact, it seems to be going down at an even steeper rate. Oh, we should check and see how the buckets are doing here a moment. I'm going to be kind of curious to see how much gold we get once we get to the really good section there. Think we can break 200 ounces per load, maybe? Probably not, but you never know. Let's just set the parking brake here a moment. Let's get out and check. It'd be nice if you could see the fill levels somewhere, so you can kind of just tell, hey, how far are the buckets down here? Like just an average or something. 72, 96. Oh, they must have added an animation now for this rock. Is this the rock one, I think? I don't remember seeing this before where you kind of see rocks come sliding out of here. Or maybe it's something this one adds too. I don't know, but yeah, I don't remember seeing that before. The ones that are about 70% full, those are kind of the important ones. I'm not going to worry, if these get over full, these buckets down here, kind of meh, whatever. Don't get a whole lot of gold out of them. And by whole lot, I mean, 20, 30 ounces. That's between probably all 4 buckets now, by the way. Used to just be 2 buckets. Okay, so about 70%, actually 75, so a couple more loads here should do it. Takes quite a while, by the way, to rinse all the mats and run it through the wave table, empty all the buckets now. I essentially doubled the amount of mats and doubled the amount of buckets. You have to run through, the magnetite and wave table. Everything we run so far, I don't think we even still have a full bucket of magnetite yet. Again, begs the question, is it really even worth it, even with the Tier 3 setup here? Pretty sure you make a lot more magnetite off the Tier 2 setup than you do the Tier 3 setup here. If we go look at the hole we got for Tier 2, and I think we filled the magnetite trailer with that hole. Look at the hole we have here for Tier 3. I'm pretty sure those holes are a whole lot bigger. I mean a whole lot bigger. And we still have not even filled a bucket yet of magnetite. Actually, it's got to be really close. Probably should check. Maybe it is full now, but still haven't even filled it. Much less the trailer. Trailer holds like 2 buckets, by the way, so it's not like the trailer really holds that much, but... Oh, and there was something noted in the hot fix as well. Something about going from Season 1 to Season 2 gave you about $1 million too many dollars. So not sure what's up with that. If that's maybe why we got so much money there last episode. That was part of that. I don't think it was a glitch, though. It seemed like we got the right amount for what we had. You notice we got $226,000. So that makes sense. I think I probably had about that much there before the update. And went ahead and unlocked all 6 slots here at the Pine Valley claim, by the way. So that's where the money went, for those of you wondering. It was $500,000 to unlock the last slot here on Pine Valley. And at least before the update, that is what I had. I did have the slots fully unlocked. Basically with the update, not the hotfix, the update. They changed the slot system here, so it no longer takes slots for all... Are we stuck on something here? There we go. It used to take slots for every single piece of equipment here. So the hopper, the conveyor, the wash plant, the sluice boxes, everything took a slot. And, for every slot it got, more expensive. Exorbitantly more expensive. So now they just changed it so just equipment. So like the front loader here, the mining machine, the excavator, just those take slots now, which is a much more reasonable solution if you ask me. Although I still find $500,000 for the last slot to be a mite ridiculous. Not really sure I understand the point of the slot system either. Seems like a pointless waste of the developers' efforts there. Why don't they put it into making more equipment rather than slot systems? I can see putting a limit on the amount of equipment you have on a claim. That definitely seems like a good idea. But it seems like you can do that without the slot system. Like I said, I'd rather see the developers put their time into making, more and better equipment rather than developing a slot system. Seems kind of silly to me. Okay, should we go check the buckets here again? And the mats. Let's see, where are we at? We are 83%. Okay, so we got a ways to go here yet. Feels like it is taking a while. Like, what do we start out, about 60% full here? I figured I'd leave it at that. That make for, kind of a good episode there before I started recording here, so we weren't just, filling the mats for the entire episode, or filling it for the entire episode. Actually have time to rinse them out as well, run it through the wavetable. It's taking a while. I wonder what they broke with the update now. Maybe the hotfix broke something else. It does seem like the developers can't decide how much gold you should get per load. Seems like they do keep nerfing it. Yeah, this hole just keeps going down and down, doesn't it? Kind of debating how we want to do it with the front loader, or not the front loader, the excavator and the haul truck too, hopefully once we get it. Maybe putting the haul truck down in the hole there. We can back it down and we can fill the excavator from up on top. That's kind of what I was thinking might work. And you probably notice here, once I'm getting down to the bottom, I am widening out the hole here, by the way. So we're probably about 3 buckets width wide, as opposed to only about 2 buckets width wide up top here. Oh, we might have to get some fuel here yet. I rather thought we'd be able to fill the pails and the mats here before we needed fuel, but maybe not. Probably don't want to run out of fuel in the bottom of the hole. That probably won't be a good idea. Okay, maybe another 2 bucketfuls here, and we'll go check the mats and the buckets again. See how they're looking. Kind of tempted, too, just to try out our Tier 3 setup versus our Tier 2 setup. Just throw a bucket full of dirt into each one. Just see how much gold we get. Tier 2 versus Tier 3. Might be kind of fun. We might have to try that sometime. I do notice it doesn't look like they've fixed the loader here yet with how far the bucket tilts back. I know quite a few people have commented on that. And again, this is as far back as this bucket tips. It does not tip back any further. You know, it seems to dump down far enough. That's the dump. It could probably actually dump a little further. Probably actually be good, but that is as far back as it tips forward. Doesn't seem quite right, but that's the way it is. As long as too much dirt doesn't fall out, I guess we're okay, but... Getting to the point, it's getting so steep down here, we're having trouble digging down deep enough to get all the dirt out. That's what I had when we first started going down in the hole there, that really steep little bit right there. Couldn't get the dirt out of there. That definitely caused some issues trying to get up out of the hole there. Once we got down far enough, though, we were able to clean it out. Wonder if we're into the good dirt yet or not. Gotta be really close here. Oh, and we're almost out of fuel. Okay, so let's make this the last load here, or at least last load before we go check the mats and the buckets here. We definitely better fill up on fuel. Okay, let's just leave that parked there. If these are full enough down here, we'll take care of this. If not, 88%. Really? Wow. I'd still like to see them a little fuller than that. Used to be taking a really long time to fill them up. Well, let's fill the front loader here first, at least. Takes a moment to fill it. How are we looking on fuel over here? Whoa, my goodness, 21%. Okay, then. I don't know what they started at. I guess I didn't look at that, but that did seem a little low. Usually it take about, I don't know, maybe 80% fuel, 70-80% fuel from the generators there to completely fill the mats and the buckets. So pretty much, refuel the generators every time you fill up the mats, and the buckets work pretty good. It is full, excellent. Well, let's throw a couple more loads of dirt in there to see if we can get a little bit fuller here. Go for a couple more loads of dirt here, like I said, just to try to get them a little bit fuller. Now, once we get the Frankenstein DLC, it'd be rather interesting, too, to see how that large conveyor belt thingamajigger works there, too. That should be interesting. And run it back into the hole. Oh, let's maybe do 2 more loads here. We'll see once what the buckets look like, and we'll probably just start washing everything out. See how much gold we got. I would like to get to that this episode, and we're kind of starting to run out of time here. I didn't think it would take this long to build those up. Update there. Must have made them fill slower or something. Okay, let's do one more bucket full here. There we go, one good bucket full. Again, as far back as the bucket tips. Doesn't seem quite right. Okay, there we go. Let's call that good here. Even though it probably isn't quite full. Let it finish processing the last of the dirt here. We'll shut the generators and pump off. Oh, looks like that was the last of the dirt went in. Well, that's cool. You actually got a little bit of an animation in here now. Kind of like some dirt going through it. Didn't have that before. Oh, what are we, about 98%, 99%? Oh, there is one mat there. The middle mats there are kind of full, 100%. That's not too bad, I guess. Buckets are obviously 100%. The lower ones in the hog pan, they're not. Oh, I guess we just washed out of the sluice box there. 81% down here. Again, you don't typically get a whole lot of gold out of these, it seems like, but... Okay, should be done processing. Let's shut the generators off and pump. Oh, do that. Let's switch. And I know we need some fuel down there. For the pump and generator that's down here, I must have accidentally left them running. That's why they're both out. Oh, I'm gonna need more fuel, aren't I? Okay then. Really? There seems to be a bug with the generator here. You can only fill it from one direction for some reason. Whatever. 29%. Right. We'll call it good for now. That should at least get us rinsed out here, hopefully. And one of the cool new features here, you now can fill the buckets with the pump and hose. I don't know if a big hose works or not, but small hoses do. Running 3 buckets here at the moment. Seems to work pretty good. Go. Okay, we'll start down here. Well, okay, let's let's take the mats, not the whole thing. Also, I declare they made it a little harder to get the triggers now with some of the stuff. Like even the fuel there, you know, so I was kind of struggling to try to get it in the right spot. Maybe I just need to relearn it a little bit. And for those wondering, no, you still cannot double dunk or triple dunk or anything like that with the mats. They are still, see, nothing in there. There we go. And let's throw that in the wavetable, which probably should turn the generator on here first a minute. Again, no magnetite in this, so just throw it right in the wavetable. Should have paid attention to how much gold we're getting out of that here. I didn't look at what number we started with, so I'm not sure. Going up, though. What do we get? Probably about 10 ounces out of that, I think. Had to be somewhere right in there. Not too bad. And as far as I know, you can rinse a max of 4 mats in here, by the way, so that's all you can rinse in that bucket. And hose, let's fill these up again. 3 buckets works out pretty good because you got a total of 12 mats up there that can be rinsed. So 4 per bucket. Rid of the grills here. Again, this is where the real gold is at in these. I don't know if they really said in the update what they did with the gold of these, if they kind of like halved the amount of gold you get. They did say with the duplex jigs, you now get half the amount of gold. Well, a little better than half the amount of gold, but because there's 2 of them, you actually get a little bit more. They didn't say what they did with the sluice boxes, if that's the same thing, if they have the amount of gold or almost halved it, but because there's twice the amount of mats, you actually get more. I don't know. They didn't say anything about that, I don't think. Okay, this one's almost done. On to the next bucket here. Again, this top one still seems to be derpy. They haven't fixed this yet. Still falls down through. At least it doesn't disappear. That's good, at least. And let's make sure we put these back on. I have forgotten to do that once or twice here. It does warn you, by the way, if you do, so that's good. Try to put them back on right away. That way I don't forget. We're over half done washing these out now. Man, you can't really see like gold flecks in here. You really can't see that at all. Oh, dropped it. Oh, 2 more to go here. There, we got that one yet, at least. Not sure either. I should really, like, rinse them separately just to know, you know, does one of these make more gold than the other? Not sure on that. Now, obviously, I should be able to tell if I rinse this one, or put this one in the wave table. Let's see how much gold we get from this. So we're about 160 here. Oh, now look at it, it's jumping up fast. That's what we want to see. There's 20 ounces. 25, not quite, 30 ounces. 30 ounces. Almost 40 ounces. Yes, 40 ounces. Almost 50. Oh, 50 ounces from that. So, yeah. Okay, so about 53 ounces from that side there. Out of curiosity, what's from this one then? Is it going to be about 50 ounces too? It's not really going anywhere fast, is it? Oh, there we go, there we go. Almost 20 ounces. Almost 30 ounces. Almost 40. So yeah, not quite as much, but not too bad there. What was that, about 44 ounces or so, I think? So yeah, that's actually almost the same. And this one should be right around the 40, 50 ounce mark then too, I would assume. Okay, then these under here, we can run these through the wave table. Oh, the magnetite is full. Okay, so we probably should empty that magnetite here a moment. I guess we'll run over there quick. I haven't pulled the magnetite trailer over here yet. This actually be the first time I've actually emptied this. It must have filled up from the last time I used it here. Don't have anything in here yet. There we go. Like I said, 50% holds 2 buckets worth. Warning, do not fall into bucket. 290 ounces of gold. Nice. Assuming this is the pail we're going to empty in here. I'll wait a moment for that to finish processing. Oh, and I should pay attention. I'm not sure how much gold we get from this either yet. Again, I didn't look at what number we started with, so I'm not sure. It was about 290, right? So yeah, we're not really getting a whole lot here. That's not too bad, though, I guess. What was that, maybe 7 ounces? And the other side here yet. So yeah, you can see, I mean, there's a lot of numbers down here for everything that has gold in it. Last bucket here. Yeah, that was about 7 ounces of gold, isn't it? So yeah, 7 times 4 here, we're getting roughly probably about 30 ounces from the duplex jigs. Now, obviously not near as much compared to the mats there, but okay, last little bit of gold here, then we'll have to wrap up the episode. Is that is floating, isn't it? I noticed that after the update, all this equipment down here was floating for some reason. I don't know why. I disconnected the hose from the generator, and then it fell back to the ground. Same thing with the pump here. Disconnected the hoses. Actually, it was, yeah, the electrical connector there to the generator. Hoses to the pump. And then those kind of landed back down on the ground. Same thing with the wave table and the magnetite separator there. They were all kind of floating a little bit too, so I'm not sure what was up with that, but looks like this is still floating yet. No, it's done processing. Ooh, shiny thing. Ooh, another shiny thing. Oh, that's it, I guess. Okay. 7%. We had enough fuel. That's good. Yeah, just out of curiosity, if we disconnect this here. Ooh. Yep, there we go. Lands back down on the ground. Anyway, there we go. With that, I think we better wrap up the episode here. It went a little bit longer than what I thought here. I didn't realize it would take that long to fill these up. Seems like that took quite a while for some reason. So I don't know if with the update they changed something again, so it takes even longer now. But we definitely made a good amount of gold from that, so that is good. I was getting a little worried there the first time around. Like I said, I went and rinsed the mats. Like, okay, wow, that is not very good at all. I wasn't sure what was up with that, but looks like we're doing okay here now again, so that is good. With that, we're going to wrap up the episode here. If you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.